Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome again to the Google Classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. Let's recollect the things what we have discussed in the previous class. We have learned about clinical thermometer, its uses, structure of clinical thermometer, and how to handle the clinical thermometer. Do you think that we only need to measure the temperature of human body? That is the only place where we need a device to measure the temperature. No, there are a lot of other things where we want to know the temperature. We want to know the temperature of boiling water. We want to know the temperature of hot cup of tea which is very hot. We want to know the temperature of ice cream. So how do we measure the temperature of all these other objects? Now in clinical thermometer we saw that clinical thermometer has a specific range of measurement. It can only measure the temperature which falls below 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Now if I try to use the same clinical thermometer to measure the boiling water, the thermometer would break. So to measure the boiling water, which thermometer we will use? We will use the laboratory thermometer. Let us discuss about laboratory thermometer.
Now let us discuss more about laboratory thermometer. Laboratory thermometer has a long narrow glass tube. It has a bulb at one end containing mercury. It has a scale marked in degrees Celsius. The range of laboratory thermometer is generally from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Precautions to be taken while using laboratory thermometer. Laboratory thermometer should be kept upright, not tilted. The bulb should be surrounded from all sides by the substance of which the temperature is to be measured. The bulb should not touch the container. Now look at the picture. Take some hot water in a beaker. Dip the thermometer in water. Wait till the mercury thread becomes steady and note the temperature. Now take out the thermometer out of the water here. We will notice that as soon as the thermometer is taken out of water, the level of mercury starts to fall. This shows that temperature must read when the thermometer is in water. Can you able to guess why does it happen? Yes, we have already discussed in this previous class. Clinical thermometer has a kink which prevents the mercury in the capillary tube to fall back into the bulb and allow the user to take a reading when the thermometer is taken out. But in laboratory thermometer there is no kink because the temperature changes continuously, and so there doesn't require any kink to retain readings. So, as the thermometer is taken out of hot water, temperature suddenly falls and mercury level also falls. As there is no arrangement in laboratory thermometer to stop this fall of mercury level. So, while using the laboratory thermometer, we have to take reading when it is inserted in the liquid or the body whose temperature is to be taken. So this was all about laboratory thermometer. Now let us learn similarities between the laboratory thermometer and clinical thermometer. So what are the similarities between them? Both thermometer consist of long, narrow and uniform glass tube. Both have a bulb at one end. Both contain mercury in bulb. Both uses Celsius scale on the glass tube. Now let us learn the difference between clinical and laboratory thermometer. A clinical thermometer reads temperature 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius, while the range of laboratory thermometer is minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Clinical thermometer has a kink near the bulb, while there is no kink in the laboratory thermometer. Nowadays, we are using digital thermometer. In digital thermometer, reading of temperature is displayed digitally as in digital watches. Body temperature is accurately measured with a thermometer. Digital thermometer are safe than glass thermometer because this do not contain mercury.
So I conclude today's session. I hope you have understood laboratory thermometer, how to handle the laboratory thermometer. We have discussed the difference between clinical and laboratory thermometer. I have attached the URL video and notes to the classroom. And please all of you attend the test paper and post it. See you in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye.